All right, guys, it's that time in spring where, well, needless to say, the weather's finally turning around here. And if you followed me previously in the past few months and last fall even, you know what time it is. It's McLaren Philadelphia track day season. So they're here picking up the car. It's gonna go down to the dealer, get a once over and everything and looked at, and then they're gonna transport it to the track for me. So that's something that I kind of pay them to do, so I don't have to worry about anything. So they're picking up the car here and it'll go down there, and in a couple days we will see you at the track. Little shop update quick. You guys know the giveaway Corvette. These two haven't moved. I'm trying to convince Shane to get them out of the way so we can clear up some space. That bike over there is getting a pretty cool wrap design. This Corvette's still here. I believe it's getting, all the pieces are finally here for it. There's boxes here, all this stuff for that Corvette. So that should look pretty good. Have this white Corvette in over here, DHR Street Speeds Demon. Now it's coming out on camera really well. This color is perfect. If you guys follow my Detail Lab Instagram at detail.lab, you'll see I was working on this car. It's getting a full clear bra and everything, but it's also getting a ceramic coating. Now before we did the clear bra, I perfected this paint. I mean, look at this paint. It is just gorgeous, and I'm so happy with how this color came out. I really like this color. Dave, if you're watching, good job on waiting for this color, because it's awesome. It's kind of almost like in the dark. Right now on camera, it's coming up like a wine, you know, burgundy, a wine red, but if, you know, I kind of put it back in the corner there and turn some of the lights off, it almost actually looks like purple. It's got a purple hue to it. It's a really beautiful color. And this will be great with the coating on there once it gets to clear bra. He's gonna get the wheels done. Check out his YouTube channel. I believe he just got his crate for this. He did an unboxing on the crate, which was cool. Got all the skinny wheels, his name on the dash, the air vent, I should say, and some other things with it. He's got the ECU for the 800 some horsepower. So yeah, this car came out great. These things are just a pain in the butt to polish. They're just, it's because they're so massive. I mean, look at the the size of them compared to like a Corvette. I don't know if it's gonna come out on camera or not, but I mean, you can kind of see the sizing difference right there. So we got that all polished up, waiting for Shane to clear bra all that. His ZR1's outside curing right now, so let's go take a look at that outside while it's curing with the Expel, helping the sunlight hit that and everything. So I'm here to prep it tonight. We're gonna kind of show you guys a little bit of tips and tricks on how to prep a car, clear bra'd or non-clear bra'd, before you coat it, because with the coating, prep is probably the most important part. So let's go check out his car out there, see how it's curing out, and get the car in here, and we'll show you how to prep the car. Look how good that looks. See, there's the blue. I love the blue. Now, GM, I would love to see blue seat belts as an option, but would you just look at that? Let me turn the polarizer. Look at that. Oh, man. Sorry about the wind noise. It's a little windy out here today, but just look at this car. That's without a coating. So we're gonna prep this, get the coating on the car, and it's really gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see it. Mike is definitely right. Corvettes have a really good smell. And I will tell you, the first thing getting in one of these cars, now I'm only driving it, you know, 2 feet into the shop, is the cowl hood. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna come through on camera, but that hood is, I mean, it's a noticeable difference. I mean, it probably sticks up, it's like 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches at least. So you definitely notice that. I mean, there's no popping your head up and seeing over in this car. You're down low for sure. It feels like a special car in here. I know, you know, it's just a Corvette interior, but with that the hood kind of shaped like that, the big wing out the back, it feels like definitely a different Corvette for sure. Tight squeeze.
That's what she said.
So prepping the vehicle, or prepping any vehicle for coating, we're going to use Geon Prep. I like Geon Prep. I also like CarPro Eraser. I just use Geon Prep because that's the coating that I use. This stuff is great. I get the big bottle of it. You can use it for a lot of things, but this is going to pretty much remove any oils, any handprints, fingerprints, polishing residue. If you have a freshly polished vehicle, anything from the paint, your goal is you want to strip the paint down to nothing. So when you put the coating on, it has something proper to bond to, because if you don't, that coating will fail. A lot of failed coatings aren't because of the initial install. Sometimes they are when you get the streaking. That could be a leveling issue, or none of it was removed enough. But a lot of the coating failures that I've seen is an issue with the prep. The surface was not prepared well enough to receive the coating. So you want to spend a lot of time with this, go through, remove anything, dust, debris, particles that's left over, again, after a polish, or just anything. So when you have all that pulled off, then you can go ahead and coat. And I normally recommend coating it fairly, right after you're done prepping it. Now, if you're gonna prep it and wait a day or two, I would just wait to prep until you're ready to coat. I mean, you can do that and save yourself some time initially, but you're still gonna have to go through, or you should still go through and prep it right before you coat. So we're gonna go here. I'm using a pretty plush Rag Company microfiber towel. This won't scratch. This is a 70-30 mix, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'll link it down below, as well as the Geon Prep. But I like to use the Super Plush when prepping, and also coating removal depending on the coating. But that's what I'm going to use. So we're going to spray this onto the towel and onto the surface a little bit. You can kind of, you don't have to skimp on the prep. You can put a lot on there. So we're going to get over there. We'll prep the car and just show you guys what I do to kind of prepare the surface and everything for the coating. See all that dust and everything? That's just from, I would say, a couple hours of the car sitting outside. Now it is springtime here in Pennsylvania, finally, so the weather's nice. Pollen's just a nightmare. If you guys live anywhere with pollen, black vehicles, white vehicles, dark vehicles, they turn yellow within a couple hours of being outside. So we definitely want to make sure we get all the nooks and crannies out. If I'm doing this and I'm finding it's very difficult to prepare the surface, get all that pollen off, I will wash the car and then immediately prep it and then immediately coat it. So let's see where this takes us. We'll get the panel all taken care of. So you got your prep here. We'll just spray some pretty liberally on here, kind of spray it all over. Like I said, you really want to soak this and get this all soaked up. Set that down, and then I just go ahead and start wiping away. Pull up everything. It's going to drag a little bit. There's no coating. There's nothing on here, so it's not going to be as slick as a vehicle with the coating. But again, you're just prepping. I know I'm repeating myself multiple times in this video, but I can't stress how important this step is if you're not prepping for the coating. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the car. We'll get back, see how it looks, and take the next step from there. The car is prepped. Now, I like to go through with a dry towel. I kind of just go through very lightly. Like, I'm not putting like any pressure for the most part, and just lightly buffing off any streaks left or anything like that. Kind of get all around the areas, mirrors, and just kind of go like a once over, a final wipe down and everything. Obviously, I'll flip this towel a couple times just to make sure I have a clean surface. Again, just removing any final remnants of streaks, anything like that. Get the inside of the wing, the underside here. Step back, look at it from time to time. Black's tough. Black's definitely a tough one to work. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect on every car, but black will show everything. So take your time with this step. Don't be surprised if the prep step takes you just as long as it does to coat the car. I mean, sometimes it does for me, pending the vehicle, pending what we did do it, if we polished. And it had a lot of cutting compound that wasn't kind of like a finishing, so we had to use like M105 or something like that, which dusts a lot. You definitely probably want to wash the car. I mean, you'll get dust all in here, down in here, and as you work on the car, that will get just brought up through AC circulation inside the building, and it'll bring it and contaminate the coating and get in the coating or get on your applicator pad. So again, super important, this step. Don't forget it, guys. I had a lot of people asking about it. And yes, you can coat over top of clear bra, fairly common process. Just the first coat, you kind of want to do a little heavy, at least I found. It's kind of like a blank drywall and you go to paint it. The first coat just sucks right into it. So multiple coats on the clear bra, even on a painted car. 3 coats of Geon Mows at least is what I do. Love that product, great coating. Check it out if you haven't already. I'll link it again down below. But super important. Hopefully that answers some of the questions for you guys. And if you have any more questions, fire below. Shoot me a message on Instagram at Troy Sowers or at my business account at detailed.lab. I'll try to answer all the questions for you. Those of you who have sent a question I haven't responded yet, I will get to you, I promise. I get a ton of them a day. But yeah, so again, guys, prep. Very important for a coating. I hope you guys like this video. More detailing stuff coming as the weather is finally getting nicer. Plenty of you have been asking for it. I'm sorry if this bores some of you guys. You might be here just for the McLaren. You might be here for another reason. I don't know. But I do get a lot of questions on detailing, and I want to share that with you. So thank you guys for watching. Click that red subscribe button. Click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. We'll see you on the next one.